Right, go on. So we're backstage. We're backstage at NABBA Midlands. We've just seen the results of the classic class, which I've got to be able to say was one of the class of the day, I think.
Absolutely, 100%. Great class.
The standard of athlete in that was what you'd expect to see at British finals. And I'm stood with my mate Rob, who's just come second in that.
I have, mate, yes.
Rob, introduce yourself, tell who you are.
So I am Rob Holloway, aka the Viking. That's me. Why did they call you that? I've got a big sword that I throw around. I see. You don't go pillaging, do you?
Right, so come on, mate. Right, that was hard out there because it was. What are you thinking?
I'd like the feedback.
That must have been a very, very close second, in my opinion. But anyway, I'm not a judge. I'm just like, it must have been really close. So I could see it. There's some really good guys out there, and it was clear to see who was at the top of it.
Very good standard.
So, what's the plans?
Fit Expo next weekend.
Yeah, that's always on the cards, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then, I don't know now.
Well, you've got the British final invites there, right?
Nah.
You're not fancying it?
No.
It's a shame that, because I still think you'll do really well there.
I obviously not what NABBA are looking for, so.
I don't know, different judges, different day. We know it's subjective, right? I'm trying to be pragmatic here.
I know.
You know, it's like we're not. I also know how fucking disappointed it is when we come off and well, the results don't seem to add up for us, right? I'm a very diplomatic guy, right? Because
You're struggling.
I know. I'm so not. Come on.
Never in a million years. That's all I'm saying. No. Right. He's good. I've already beat him once. No.
What do you think?
I think. Well, look. For myself.
We all of us do classic here, don't we?
Yeah.
Right. So we are invested in this. I think we're pretty well educated to critique this one.
Okay, so from where I'm coming from, if I want someone to put on a poster for classic bodybuilding, I definitely want a Steve Reeves-esque looking man, big, tall, blonde. And you know what? The man who did that the most was your man Joe Weider, and he found his icon in Arnold Schwarzenegger, yeah? And there was a controversial decision back at the 1960s Olympias, wasn't there? We go right back there where Serge Olivier was perhaps pipped at the post, but was perhaps not the best bodybuilder in the day, but the man that sold the magazines was Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now, if I'm running a federation doing a magazine, that's what I'm going to do. Looking at things from my perspective and seeing you pose backstage and going through the motions, I need my classic bodybuilders to do more than just hit the manager's shots. I need them to do more than just be able to hit a couple of classic shots too. I want them to do it proficiently, I want them to do it well, and I want them to do transitions well. And in terms of the guys up on stage, no one's hitting the shots like you. No one's hitting them as well, because one of my biggest bugbears is, guys, if you're going to do classic bodybuilding, right, it's not just a class where you're the height and weight ratio, you've got to be able to flow. You've got to show a beautiful physique, you've got to have proportions, and it is about that presentation element. And I think for me, you had that presentation element, and you've got that USP being the Viking, right? Absolutely from that small waistline, nice muscle bellies, and when you do that sort of side twisted bicep shot, I was hoping you were going to do that even more, right? Because when you're doing those shots, you look great in that pose. So for me, I know it's a subjective sport, I would have had you winning it, but look, it's come out the way it's come out, and that's the way it is.
You've done so well with that, right? I mean, even a little history lesson at the start, right? I think you've nailed it, right? Clearly, we're not judging, right? We're not. We're just bodybuilding fans. We're here. We're supporting the sport, loving the sport, right? And we see a lot of physiques. You're a judge. You've done a lot. I've seen a lot, right? But we're not here questioning the judges' decisions. Let's make that absolutely, obvious. We're just a bit confused. I don't know.
You know what? As you say, you go to the championships. There's different judges on a different day.
Exactly.
Perhaps things come out a little bit differently. And you know what? You get the scores back. You think it's going to be close.
I don't want to take anything away from the guy that won, because he looked great and he was a big, tall, really good lines, right? But I really want to see you come back to Britain. I just.
No chance. Well, what I would say is we don't make any decisions when we're emotional.
Yeah, good point.
And then we have a little sit down, we have a cup of coffee, dust settles in a few days' time, and then things look a little bit different. But it always looks better on a full stomach rather than an empty one. So what's happening next, right? You're going to go and eat something, surely.
I'm going to go and eat now. I had to starve myself to get down to this weight. Literally no food this morning, no drink. I'm not the best pleased, to be honest.
He's hungry.
To get down to the NABBA weight limit. And, it's time to eat.
Go, let's have some food. Contemplate what we're doing. Got to focus on next week. We've got a couple more weeks. Come on, Rob. It'd be a nice day out. You look great.
Bradford's a shithole.
Bradford's not as bad as you think it is.
Sure, the venue's really nice. The venue is really nice.
I've never done an interview I thought I couldn't air, but I don't know if it didn't.
And on that note, well, that's a wrap.
I'm going, Rob, wait. Great to see you, man. I think you look absolutely fucking awesome, right?
Yeah, you look great. You should be proud of yourself with a physique like that.
We always get these. We do always get these, right? And that's part of the fun of this sport, right?
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's part of the fun.
I'm going to end this. I'm going to go, right? Let's just get it done. Mate, I will see you later. It's been an absolute pleasure.